Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets which you can download in US letter or A4, and they accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best be prepared for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time come exam day. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated and do share out the videos. And now we're going to continue with the grade 4 2019 practice paper B. We're going to move on to question 5. So if you turn with me to page 14, we can have a look at this together. So I'm hoping you've had a go of this on your own. It's always better to try first of all. Doesn't matter if you go wrong, always work in pencil and then you can just rub out any mistakes and have another go. You'll learn much more thoroughly by making those mistakes. So let's have a look at this together now. In this question 5, we're asked to add the correct rest or rests wherever there's a little star marked to make each bar complete. Now this is the important thing, it's rest or rests, because we don't just fill in the empty space. If you remember, each new beat requires a new rest. Just like the rules for beaming, we need to show where each beat starts and ends. So we have to complete a new beat, complete a previous beat, start a new beat. So we have to show each quaver, each eighth note beat. So we know that 2 demi-semis, 2 32nd notes make a semi-quaver, 4 demi-semis make a quaver or an eighth note. So there's our first beat. There's the first beat. There's beat 2. So it's beat 3 that we've got to complete. We have a semi-quaver or a 16th note, and so we need another semi-quavers version rest to complete beat 3. So that's simple enough. Now here, don't get confused by the triplet sign. That just means 3 in the time of 2. And 2 semi-quavers, 2 16th notes make a quaver or an eighth note. So there's the middle beat. So let's see here. Now if you find this maths difficult, let's just divide it out in a diagram. So here's our quaver, our eighth note beat. So we know that a semi-quaver, a 16th note, is half of our unit beat, a quaver. The dot after that makes it half as long again, and then this demi-semi or 32nd note completes the beat. So there's beat 1, beat 2. So we literally have beat 3, quaver, eighth note, rest. There we go. So that was pretty easy once we got the maths done. Now moving on to the next one, 6/4 is compound time, because we need to show, sorry, coloured that in then, got carried away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 dotted minim, dotted half note beats per bar. So we need to reflect that in the way we group the rests. So here, there's a dotted crotchet and a quaver gives us a minim beat, which with the crotchet here gives us our dotted minim beat. And so now we can't just add, we could not do here, we can see we've got 1.5 crotchet beats. We can't do this because that gives us the wrong allocation of the beats. We've got to finish off this half of a beat here. So that now makes a minim, and then there's the crotchet beat afterwards. So That's not a dot, that's just me pointing. So we can see there's our minim beat, and then there's the crotchet sort of dot equivalent. There we go. So here's our minim beat, our half note. So we need to show the dot, the crotchet, the quarter note. There's beat 1. Now then, we're not finished yet, because we have a crotchet, a quarter note, a crotchet, a quarter note. We should have another crotchet or quarter note. So we definitely need to show the two halves of the bar. What you could not do here is you could not do a minim beat rest, because you're not showing that that's beat 1, that's beat 2. You couldn't just fill in the gap there. There we go. However, here we can see that's half of the bar. We can show the second half of the bar as the complete beat, as the dotted minim, the dotted half note rest there, because we can see beat 1, beat 2. There we go. So that's that one completed. Now let's move on to question 6. So question 6, we're asked to rewrite notes from the alto clef to the treble. We've got to stay at the same pitch, so just be careful that you don't jump any octaves. And the way to do that is to keep middle C as your anchor point. So here is middle C in the alto clef, and middle C is at the bottom of the treble. If you imagine, it meets in the middle, bottom of the treble, top of the bass, middle C meeting in the middle, so it's at the bottom of the treble. And so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 below middle C. So we're going to need lots of ledger lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the space, 5 is the line, and that is C, B, A, G, F sharp, C, B, A, G, F sharp at exactly the same pitch. Be careful you don't end up jumping octaves. So here is middle C, and let's count down how many we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the C, D, E plus an octave. Let's just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. So with the E plus an octave. So there's middle C, D, E plus an octave. Or you could just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So here, counting from middle C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from middle C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. There is B. That's that completed. So let's move on to this next section. Same principle, but this time we're going from bass clef to alto clef. And so as we've just discussed, middle C is at the top of the bass. So it's at the top of the bass, and here's middle C in the alto clef. So making sure we get our octaves correct. So here is middle C. This is the C, an octave below that. So here is middle C, and we need to count down an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the line, and there's the C in the space below. So here, this is C, middle C, D, E, F, G flat above middle C. So C, D, E, F, G flat, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. There we go. That's that question completed. We'll look at the final questions in the next video. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel and keep updated, and please do share out the videos. I do hope that you're enjoying this. I hope it's helping you to get to grips with your studies. I'm certainly enjoying working through it with you. Please do have a browse around my website. Do visit sharonbill.com and make use of all of the information and resource that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.